Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I've had a request from Badia. Badia is in Saudi Arabia. She wants peony roses as her bouquets, but unfortunately they will not last and she's unable to find them. She sent me, Badia, thank you for sending me a photograph of the artificial peonies that you had. I've tried really hard here in New Zealand, hunting all over the place to try and find something, but I think I've almost found them. You also said that you've got vintage lace on your frock, almost like a doily. Well, I found this and hopefully this does the trick. You said that you had a little gem. It's not quite what you showed me that you had, but it will do for now. And if you can get some more of the brooches, you could perhaps get those to put on your bouquet when it's finished. You also said that you didn't mind if it had a little bit of the jute, and you'd looked at some of the stuff that I've been doing and you really love this. I love this too. And you also said that if I didn't think that that was acceptable for the type of bouquet, that you wouldn't mind a little bit of extra trim, and that your girls were wearing these colours. I think those colours are really, really lovely. Happy, happy, happy colours. Right, let us begin. Easy, easy, easy. So here are they're all the same length, so make sure that everything is the same length before you start. And I must just say that working with artificial is so much easier when you live in a hot climate. I did our daughter-in-law's wedding in, where was that? That was in Las Vegas last year, and she wanted hydrangeas, and when I got there, I just knew that they were not going to hold because she was going to the Hoover Dam for photographs, etc., etc. So I managed to get some artificial while I was there, and if I can, I'll try and find, get the bouquet back from her, and I'll show you how to put that together. It was perfect. The flowers lasted all day in that really, really hot, intensity of the environment. Right, so I'm just putting these into my hand. As I said this, I've got 2, 4, 6 of these, plus I've got another variety because I needed 7. So what I've done is I've just cut that off that long stem, and I'm just going to push that into there like so. Now when you get to here, you're going to have to just have a wee zhuzh it around until you get all of those flowers sitting and pointing the way that you want them to be, so that they all are nice and tight. Now you might find that you need to remove some of the foliage that's along that stem, because we don't want those in the road. And with the big one, what I would do with that is I would just put that there as if it was a focal in the front of your bouquet. How easy is that, everyone? Don't you just love that? And I quite like that big fat one there too. Right, when it comes to holding them all together, in cases like this, I far prefer to use a cable tie, and especially if you're working, oops, get it the right way. I feel like MacGyver. Do you remember MacGyver from that show? Loved that show when I was growing up, the things you could do with a cable tie. Right, get them all together and make sure that they are all firmly together, and then just give that a nice big tug like that to make sure that everything is all firm. Now you also said that you wanted it to be quite loose and informal. Well, how's that for loose and informal? So easy to do. Now all my stems are all the right length, and I'm just going to give that just another little tug to make sure that that's nice and firm together. Now laying that down, I've got this, what I've done here is I've got a piece of like doily lace, and I've stiffened that with a couple of layers of Mod Podge glue, or you could use PVA glue, and let that just dry off. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I want that little scalloped edge to go down to the bottom, and I'm just going to roll that around there like so, as firmly as I can, like that, and then getting the scissors, and then I'll just neaten that bit up. It's quite hard to cut actually with the Mod Podge onto it. Coming over here to the glue gun, and then just little spots of the glue. You could use Mod Podge, but for quickness of delivery today, I'll just use that. Now be careful that that glue is quite hot. So there you have your handle. Now you said that you wouldn't mind having some of the jute string. Now one piece on its own is not going to be enough. I think that you're going to need several bits, so I'll just cut that like that, and then take that to there. I'll give you 2 ways of achieving this. Oops, oops, my glue, oops, this needs to be on here firmly. Now I can do it because it's not too hot. And then that can just go, and I'll turn that around so that you can see me, and then you could just put that onto there like so. I won't do that too tight, so that that just sat like that. Looks okay, but what I would prefer to do, considering that that's what your bridesmaids are going to be wearing, why don't we look at doing this, getting that there, which is, I just love that. I love those colours. I haven't seen fresh, beautiful colours like that for a wedding for such a long time, so good on you for your selection. Right, let's just bring this around here. Oh, this is much better. It's nice and bright. Take that to there and just tie that. I would just tie it off informally. I wouldn't even do a bow. How cool is that? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now you also said that you had this little jewel here, a jewel like that, but yours was round. Why don't you just get that, and then that could just sit, oops, no, I don't like it there. That could just sit up into there. Ooh, it won't go through. Don't you hate that when it doesn't go through? That could just, oops, hold on, let's do it properly. I'm here now, so we'll do it properly. I can't see. How's that? Beautiful, beautiful, easy, easy bouquets, and I know that Padilla, you can do this. So I hope you've all enjoyed that, and I hope that I have been of assistance to you, Padilla. I will see you all another day.